Hello, everyone. Latisse here. I'm sitting up there, actually here. Hope you all are doing well. Well, your enemies are in hell. Just to get everything of the announcements out of the way, we're doing live readings on Instagram every Saturday and or Sunday, starting this weekend. So tune in. Um, Only about 30 minutes or so. Just doing readings for whoever asks. And yeah, so tune in, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the video. So that way this channel can grow and thrive, spread more messages. And yeah, we're going to get right into it because your energy came out first, okay? I was getting another energy. I actually need to write that down for later. Thank you, Spirit Ashe. Um, so, Shrek. Okay, that hopefully that makes sense to me later. But for you, I pulled out the love deck because I was hearing a lot of like love songs. Um, a lot of singing. I'm like, okay, all right. We singing it vocally. We singing it vocally. You letting it be known. Now I'm hearing "Cater to You." Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I hated that song. I'm not gonna lie. It's just a little bit. I like the chorus though. It's just like we feel like we're just giving up a lot for this person, are we not? Kind of catering to servitude. What? Shade. Um, let's go ahead and get into this. But it was a lot of good lovey-dovey songs. I'll say just a lot of like romantic songs. So this is a romantic reading, whether you're in a relationship or like actively pursuing it, like dating or talking to different people, or just having your energy open to it. This is for you. Let's go ahead and get into this love spirit. See what you have for, because it was like a lot of vocalness, and we are currently in Leo season, and Leo is all about being vocal about family relationships, being proud, that confidence, that kind of just the light, the Leo, the main, that I'm here, that I can take your pride and add it to my pride, and then take their pride too. You know, so it's really taking that into a custom here. Um, so let's see what Spirit has on the agenda, on the menu, is what I'm hearing for love. Going on with you. So for some, it's so funny the way these cards are set up. I wish I can show you, but we're on a different setting. Um, but there is this energy it's like sitting on my actual keypad, which is funny because of the cards that you got, but it's sitting on my actual keypad. I will show you soon. And it's in between my two feathers that I have, my eagle feather and my peacock feather. And it's almost like this energy that you guys have for each other is very warm, cozy, but very vocal. Like I said, all the energy for both of these readings, vocal, singing at the top of my lungs, just letting it mean it. But this energy, it feels like you guys really are open and vulnerable and vocal. And it took some time to get there. It really did, because this pillow talk was in the reverse at first, but the past love was still here. So it just took a lot of time, and you guys both gave that space, that understanding, that capacity to each other to really just be able to speak and be open to sharing, to correcting, to listening to advice, to being curious, to acknowledging, to hyping up, to supporting, to holding, to loving, to admiring, to respecting, to adore. It's just continuously like on and adds to it, because that's how you guys, it just felt like a love that you had experienced before. And it's almost like your energy when you came here was like, I want that love again, like that love. I do not, like, you both almost like were gone at the same time, essentially, just like It's like how couples die of a broken heart, and I'm seeing like elephants. Like it's really nice energy of like, and again, it does take time. You guys go through your ups and downs, but you're like, I am ready to curse God and the devil. I'm ready to divide and conquer for you. So it really, but this pillow talk, you guys are it's not just afterwards or when you're in the bed. This pillow talk is outside of that as well. You guys can do that as well. And not here, not in the boots, anywho, anyhow. But it really feels like that for this energy, for this second energy here. It feels there's a gap in between this second energy. And the reason why I may not do separate energies is because it feels like the overall energy is almost like very conducive. Because when you guys were learning about each other, the past love, the pillow talk, like when the pillow talk was in reverse, it was because again you guys weren't ready for like that vulnerability quite yet. Like it felt familiar, but you're like, is this familiar due to like I'm not trusting issues? Did the past relationships familiar? Like that shit did not end well, or is this familiar and like I know this love, like I know this love, and it knows me. It takes some time to recognize that, like, no, this is not from that. This is not anything that I've experienced this far on this realm in this plane, but beforehand, yes. So coming together, this time apart feels physically like time apart, like because you did get the time apart card, but that like separation, that distance of not being sure, not knowing, and we are currently going through Mercury retrograde, so use your mindset willingly, and Neptune is going to retrograde, so it's just a lot. But also, I feel like if it's really that energy of what it is, that'll come back at any time, retrograde or not, it just adds a little extra energy because it's all about reflecting, revising, reviewing, recalling, relearning, resurfacing, a lot of reads because it's going backwards. So it's like, let's take a look back, right? And so that's why it feels like a lot of people come around the time, just like, no, everybody is really just taking that step back, okay? So, but this energy feels like you guys physically took some time apart to really, honestly, kind of focus on yourselves. And there really is like it's a nice big gap in between to really just focus on yourselves. It feels like when I was in a relationship, it's like I'm truly not ready. I'm not going to give you the capacity, the love, the care that you need. And if I can't even give that to you, I know you won't be able to give it to me because then it's going to become too much and I'm going to, and it's just not going to end. It's like we both mutually understood that this time apart is what is needed. Like it was a mutual. But the next card that you have is body language. You know, in order to read somebody's body language, you have to at least be visually in front of them in some sort of way, whether that's computer or in physical contact, with them. So I feel like it's going to be almost like a mutual meet out, or um, you guys like see each other. We got Mars energy coming in here. Forgive me, I'm wanting to remember what the sign. I think Aries is Mars, if I remember correctly, but I could be completely wrong. Or Scorpio Mars. I think Scorpio is Mars. Give me a second here. I just want to make sure I get this correctly because I'm okay with putting that right in front. I was right. It's both. Sometimes you gotta be right and you're right and I'm wrong. It's a little praise break. But yeah, it is the fire sign of Aries and the water sign of Scorpio. That's crazy because I thought it was both. When you're learning, you know. When you know, you know. I'm actually not just gonna leave that. Shame. But with this Mars energy coming in, like could be the water sign of what it is, or it could just be just pulling into that energy, the Aries first house energy, Scorpio energy, eighth house. Just really again, first house energy, Aries. You both wanted to discover yourselves, getting to know yourselves, like build your own sense of ego, sense of understanding. And then that eighth house energy, the depth of recognizing, I also want to be able to do that possibly with someone and recognize that I do have the full scope to do that now or the need. So it both is that need and for you guys in that aspect, okay? Yeah, we literally got to be the change. Calling in for you guys. Be the change. Be the change. Yeah, up here, this is for the up top energy. I'll shade the past love. Don't sabotage it, self sabotage it. Because I always like to point out, like, this person is looking through something that is so foggy. Like, you can't even really make out everything that's going on. It's not a real clear view. So, again, with you being, again, right on top of my keyboard, like, I could have sat you right here, sat you right here. Like, no, you're right on top and you got the pillow talk. So, use those words, be continuously vocal in that sense. Okay, so don't just allow that to become in that sense a custom for you. Okay, we got fire energy coming in here. That is right on top of the. I'm just gonna call you the keyboard, and then I'll call them the desk. Okay, keyboard desk, keyboard desk. Okay, because this energy just really feels like an infinite flow of energy. It's almost like you guys are a mirror. These, it's not even like two separate. It is two separate energies, but which makes sense because this is a love reading about romance relationship. So it's like everything is working with each other. The one I'm looking at this, it really just flows down to the Mars and the fire up here with the air. So it just be the change. Don't self sabotage was really a reflection. So you could be 1111 as I'm saying is hanging around a lot more people that value. Ooh, I said we got falling in love. That's for both of you guys because it's right here off to the side. Falling in love with each other continuously, but you could be around more people, more environments, and more systems, not just them, your, like a romantic partner or counterpart, but in a more like encouraged environment. Like they, it's like when you're around people that check you, they'll be like, hey, don't do that because this, or you check other people, or I don't know, it's just like you're around supportive energy. I don't know how to describe that. Thank you, Spirit, you're honest, which is literally Aquarius energy. 1111, as I said that previously, and that's right on top. It's, thank you, Spirit, use my words in my mouth. It's this expansion of people valuing your love the way that you value your love, and they want to see it thrive and flourish, and not on some like, oh, we're just going to dismiss things. No, being able to point out things that some people may dismiss, you know, checking in, that relationship because they see the value that you place on it. And it isn't, oh, I just fuck with them because they fuck with them. It's like, no, I enjoy you guys together and how you push each other and love with each other. And that also allows you guys to be more vocal. That's why the desk decided to take the time apart because it's like, hey, I'm not able to love you in the way that I need to, or that you deserve, or that I deserve. So when it came back, it's almost like I'm seeing people shift those relationships and then finally get together, and then it's like, why are you guys not seeing it? And then, I don't know. It's nice energy. It's fun energy. And then for the keyboard, it's people that are just as vocal and not like overstepping bounds, giving advice when not needed, any of that. No, it's really like if you come to them with an issue, they're going to let you know, like, hey, like, have you thought about this? Have you done this? So that way it's not just like, hey, I'm going to agree with you to agree with you. Like, no, if you truly want this to work, we're going to look at it from all aspects, right? So really allowing that so that, again, that way you don't self sabotage. That way, because they respect it as much and it feeds that flame. We have overcoming challenge here. That is actually on top of the keyboard for you guys. And it's right under the ego feather. So it feels like you need a higher perspective, a different perspective, an unbiased party, maybe to help. Or really, it's this communication. Communication is it for y'all. I'm not going to lie. Like, it just keeps coming up. This communication is really the mood, the mode, the goal. Oh, I show you my voice cracking. Yeah. Because he feel like, okay, I talk, but are you understanding? Are you listening? If you're not understanding, are you digging deeper? Do you have the patience to try to understand? Because I like to say, especially as a reader, like, I understand what's going on in here, but now I have to relay what's going on in here outward. So have that patience with that, and allow the love, the consideration, the respect, the truth that you always give each other to be the light, that fire energy, to push that way to overcome that challenge. And again, it's for you. I'm not saying make a relationship work. Let us not even a relationship to try to make work. This ain't what this is. This ain't what that wasn't. Okay, I say. So really taking that in. We have mutual feelings coming in here, and that is right on the desk. That's literally right on top of the time apart. Like I said, it was we coming together to make this decision. Very conducive of how this works for us. And it's crazy that you guys have to physically separate and you guys got body language. So that physical, like when you are around, it's like that physical motion, which is most likely also why you got the Mars energy as well. And the be the change is because it physically changes you. Like you are one of those beings that are a product of your own environment. If you don't set boundaries or strongholds that are actually like almost physical representations of that, and they're quite the same, which is why you guys can just kind of look. It's like barely speaking, but everything is said. So you guys have that very much in rhythm, and that works for you, right? But both of you guys are falling in love with each other. You guys can be in a relationship for years, coming back into this relationship after years or months or whatever. But falling in love should be a constant thing. Constantly finding ways to jump off a cliff of the unknown and land with you. I don't know. Some type of shit. Okay. We got fantasy versus reality. Okay. And that is for both of you, for the desk and for the keyboard. Make sure that it's not feeding into that, which is again recognize a whole lot of things. Uranus is that expansion that always wanting to be and do for others, but make sure you're not just doing and being for others without also recognizing the part that you play in the relationship for everything and the expansion of that. But also when you're falling in love, make sure again that you are being open and honest and real, because that is love. Love is not without truth. Okay, love is not without, being honest. Love is not without what you feel you need, okay? Ooh, Ashe. I don't think there's anything else. I feel like that's it, yeah. Water energy coming in here. I feel like, and that's right on top of it. That's so. When I say you guys are a mirror, you guys may know these people. I don't know, because literally Mars literally is fire and water energy, and then literally keyboard got fire and water. They got self sabotage. You got to be the change. It's like a mirror, a communication of each other, but it's completely different ways that it went about. And there are some similarities, with taking in reality and understanding that and how it all works. But it's like this mirror of everything. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Right on top. Jonah is like twin energy. Are you guys twins? No, just kidding. Yeah, this is crazy. And that's literally right on top of the shared card. Wow. That's so crazy to me. The equal number of cards. Walls. But same difference. Wow. That's crazy. We got unexpected coming in here at last. At last. That's funny. And that's right on top of body language. So it's gonna be the way that you guys have shifted is really going to change, but the way that you guys are able to still work is going to be like, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting. Okay. So it's almost like a nod up to each other because you guys really did shift with that mutual understanding and feeling that really worked out. But this was dope. There was like it's two separate energies, but there is no separate energy. So a lot of parallels going on here. But that has been you guys' reading. Until next time, my darling. Mwah.